So about a month ago, Logan and Jake Paul decided to drop this cryptic little tweet saying something along the lines of, "The moment you've waited a decade for March 27th, stream on Max." And naturally, the internet lost its mind, because let's be real, when these two started their influencer to boxer journey, wasn't this always the inevitable finale? A massive brother versus brother showdown, millions of dollars on the table, and the internet eating it up like it's Thanksgiving dinner. Now, when you drop a vague tweet like that, people start connecting the dots in their own way, and given that both of them have been involved in boxing for years, the most obvious assumption was that Logan and Jake were finally stepping into the ring against each other. I mean, it's what everyone has been waiting for, right? A real, all-out sibling grudge match. A fight that, honestly, probably would have broken PPV records. But here's the thing, the Paul brothers don't always do what makes the most sense. And let's be real, they don't need to fight each other because they've already mastered the game of hype. They'll dangle a carrot in front of the internet, let people speculate, and cash in on the attention, whether it leads to an actual fight or something completely different. And this time, it was something completely different, because instead of fighting each other, what we actually got was a Paul family reality TV show. Yeah, that was the big reveal. Now, I don't know about y'all, but when I think of HBO Max, I think of The Sopranos, Game of Thrones, The Wire, you know, legendary top-tier TV. So seeing them greenlight a reality show about a couple of YouTubers who spend half their time acting like WWE villains, yeah, it felt a little off. Like, is this really where we're at now? And look, I get it, reality TV prints money, but there's a difference between a show that people actually want to watch and something that gets shoved in our faces because a couple of internet dudes have connections. The reactions were brutal. People in the comments were straight up roasting the show before it even aired. Nobody asked for this. I'd rather drink bleach than sit through this. This is why HBO Max is raising prices, because they have to pay these dudes. And honestly, I can't even blame them. Now let's talk about Logan for a second. His last big boxing match was against Dylan Dennis, and that fight was an absolute circus. Not even the fun kind. Dennis hyped himself up like he was about to end Logan's career, and then he got in the ring and just refused to fight. Bro spent the whole match trolling, dodging punches, and turning the whole thing into a joke. It got so bad that Logan didn't even have to try. He just stood there and won by default. And somehow this same dude, Dylan Dennis, got another fight lined up, this time against KSI. Now, I don't know what KSI is thinking, but why even give this man another chance? If he didn't take Logan seriously, what makes anyone think he's gonna treat this fight any differently? But here's where it gets interesting. Dylan's been stirring up some serious drama. He's out here claiming that KSI and Logan Paul aren't even on good terms anymore, that Logan is pissed at KSI and even threatened to take away his Prime shares. Now, if you know anything about Logan Paul, you know this man does not play when it comes to his business. Prime is making him and KSI millions, and if there's any truth to this beef, it could mean some serious problems behind the scenes. And then there's Jake Paul, his last big fight, Mike Tyson. And let me just say, this whole thing was a bad look. Watching a 27-year-old Jake Paul go up against a 57-year-old Mike Tyson felt wrong. I don't care how legendary Tyson is. He's too old to be taking real punches like that. The whole fight gave off the same energy as when Larry Holmes beat up Muhammad Ali at the end of his career. Just sad to watch. And it gets worse, because Jake Paul let something slip that, if true, is insane. He claimed that Mike Tyson had Parkinson's disease before their fight, but was cured by licking a toad. Yes, you heard that right. Jake said Tyson was using some psychedelic toad venom that healed his Parkinson's, allowing him to get back in the ring. And if that's true, and Jake knew that but still went ahead with the fight, that's gotta be one of the wildest, most irresponsible things I've ever heard.